Krishna Prabhuji Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Dandat Pranam. So, welcome to all the devotees to our weekly study of Bhagavatam 7th Canto. So, in the last few weeks, we have been discussing from Canto 7, so wherein Prahlad Maharaj finding suitable time when his teachers Channa and Amarka would go home to attend to Sandhya duties, morning, afternoon, evening, and all that time. Prahlad would call his classmates who were eager to play, but he would speak to them how Prahlad received bhakti from Narada Muni when he was in the womb of his mother. People perform so many activities for the purpose of Sukhaya Dukkha Mokshaya, in order to get Sukha and also to relieve from the misery in this material world. Sukhaya Dukkha Mokshaya Sankalpa Iha Karmina. So they make a determined vow that let me do this activity so that I'll get happiness and remove the distress. But unfortunately, everyone in this material world end up getting Sada Apnoti Hihaya Dukkham Anihaya Sukha Vrta. Instead of getting any Sukha, they only get Dukkha after Dukkha, Dukkha after Dukkha. That is the nature of this material world. Then he says that, then why do the people spend a lot of time, energy just to get Dukkha? Instead, why don't they use the time, energy and everything in the service of Supreme Lord, who is very easily pleased? It is very difficult to please the people of this world, but it is easy to please the Supreme Lord. The people are hankering for wealth, position, prestige, family members, children, etc., etc., etc. All these things. Everyone is looking after all these things. But ultimately, one day one has to give them up. So then he says that, please ascertain the real benefit is available in these temporary pleasures of the material world. What is the real pleasure? How does one get the real happiness? So, like Prahlad Maharaj is trying to inspire the classmates so that they can take up bhakti. So, what is the insubstantial nature of these material pleasures, etc., etc.? Prahlad Maharaj talks about. So, that is where we stopped in the last week. So, here in the last verse, he said that the Jiva performs actions with a human body received according to his past actions. That means this current body and current situation is based on the activity that we have performed in the previous life. And now we are performing so many activities and trying to enjoy. The activities are done by the previous body and this body is trying to enjoy. And whatever activities now we are doing, in the future life, some other body will enjoy. When we will be living in some other body, that body will enjoy the results of what we are doing now. So try to understand this. All this happens life after life because we don't have proper. So like that, Prahlad Maharaj is trying to inspire. So now, finally, in order to conclude his teachings, Prahlad Maharaj is requesting his classmate that, please, understanding the nature of the material world, understanding the futility of the material activity that people undertake in this world, please take to bhakti, take to the prasa bhakti, wherein the Supreme Lord is definitely pleased, even if you do little bhakti. So like that, he is going to plead his classmates and also all of us in the remaining part of the chapter. So we will go ahead from text number 48 onwards. Someone can unmute and repeat after me. Tasmad artascha kamascha Hare Krishna, anyone can repeat? Tasmad arthascha kamascha dharmascha yed apashraya bhajata nihayatmanat atmanam aniham harimeshwaram. Therefore, without material desires, worship the independent Supreme Lord, Paramatma, who gives shelter to Dharma, Artha. Because the Asuras in general, they are only interested in Dharma, Artha, Kama. What according to their understanding, they say this is Dharma, meant for getting Artha and Kama. Their whole life's goal is to get Artha so that they can fulfill their desires. So then he says that, therefore, without material desires, worship the Supreme Lord, who is situated in the heart of every jiva as Paramatma, who gives shelter to Dharma, Artha, Kama. So all of us might be endeavoring a lot to accomplish Dharma, Artha, Kama, but all these things are actually under the shelter of the Supreme Lord. So put the same effort to worship the Supreme Lord only. So that is the point. What is this discrimination? What is that we are supposed to understand? That was the question. The answer is Dharma, Artha, Kama are completely dependent on Supreme Lord. Just as oxen are dependent on their master for performing their actions and enjoyment. Aniha means without material desires. Aniham means independent. So one should perform bhakti not for the purpose of fulfilling material desires, but just to please the Supreme Lord. Aniha. So akama bhakti one should perform. Akama sarvakamo va mokshakamo udarditvena bhakti yogena ijenta purusham para. Here Prahlada Maharaj says that one should perform bhakti with akama mentality, not with sakama mentality. It's like that. If one does akama bhakti, what happens? What will be the result? Sarveshamapi bhutanam harir atmeshwara priyaha bhuter mahadbi swakritai kritanam jiva samyita.
Every living entity is a manifestation of its energy in terms of the living soul and the material body. Therefore, the Lord is the most dear and He is supreme control.
Since the Lord is Paramatma in all living entities, whose bodily forms are made up of the 24 elements, starting with Mahatattva, which are created by the Supreme Lord, He is the supreme object of affection. The 24 elements with which the Lord is made, the 24 elements with which the body is made are created by Supreme Lord. And the same Lord is also residing within that body. And the entire universe is also made up of same 24 elements. utilize the same 24 elements which are given to us in the form of the material body and material possessions in the service of the Supreme Lord. And he can be very easily pleased. That is the point. Since the Lord is the body and Lord is the Atma of all beings, he is Paramatma and is most dear to all beings, one should worship him. He is the Paramatma of all living entities. He is Atma, Paramatma of all living entities. So basically, the Lord has given to us this material body. The Lord himself is residing along with us within this material body. That means the Lord loves all of us. So it is very easy for all of us to please him. He is the one who is very close to us. So he can be very easily pleased. So in that way, he is the Supreme Lord. He is the body of all beings. Since he is their cause, creating them from Mahatattva, etc. and other elements, because the Jiva is the Tatatva Shakti, the Lord is known as Jiva. Since the Lord is dearest to all beings, worship him. He is dearer than what is called the Jiva. The Paramatma should be dear to